Guys, welcome back to the channel. Liz here. If you are new to the channel, I'm Liz Amwa. I post videos every Sunday on food, lifestyle, adventure, and welcome to my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. And today we are talking about your national service NSS and how to take advantage of this opportunity. If you are not Ghanaian, you probably don't know what national service is. It's basically a one-year program established by the government. And when everybody completes university, they go on to do their national service. It's not really a requirement, but it's advised, because you never know. If you get a job in government, they would want to see your NSS certificate and know that you indeed did your national service. I'm going to give some tips and tricks on how you can take advantage of your service and actually make it a learning experience for you and not necessarily a waste of your 1 year. So we're going to start with CV writing. Now, writing your CV. Your CV is the first thing that an organization will get to know about you. So your CV should say a lot. Now, I'm going to describe two CVs to you. We're going to start with the first CV. Now, in this CV, you can see that the individual has listed all his or her experiences year by year. And it doesn't necessarily explain what the person did under each employment opportunity or each experience. Now let's look at the next CV. So in this CV, you can see that after each experience is listed, the person goes ahead to talk about what the person acquired, some impacts the person made on the organization, and more underneath each opportunity. I definitely advise this CV for graduates, because right now after school, you haven't really done much to list everything and have a full-on CV like this. Again, when an organization is looking at your CV, they want to know some skills that you have, some impacts that you had on the programs that you have engaged in. So definitely this CV is the best for you after graduating. Again, you don't need to have a 2-page CV. After university, you really haven't done that much to have a full-on 2-page CV. 1 page is enough. Also, when you're applying to an organization, definitely there are so many other university graduates that are applying for this program. The company wouldn't be really interested in looking at 2 pages of a CV. So you need to be brief and you need to just hit on the point. Let's say you impacted the company by bringing 2 clients on board. You don't have to say, I did this and that will take about 3 lines. You just need to show the numbers, what you did. Like, just hit straight to it, go straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush, because this is just your CV. Again, the CV says a lot about you. For instance, I'm going to put this CV here. You can see that there's no uniformity. It looks good at a glance, but that the employer is looking at more than that. Here, there's 2 bulletin points here, 3 here, 4 here. That doesn't show you pay attention to detail. Let your CV be uniform. The fonts, let it be uniform. The alignments, let it be aligned properly. So I'm going to move on to the next. But if you guys want me to have a separate video focusing on CV writing, put it down in the comments below and I will do that. Now, your LinkedIn profile. So some companies might go ahead and look at your LinkedIn profile and some companies wouldn't. Now, you can't be too careful. Just get your LinkedIn done. If anybody watching who doesn't know what LinkedIn is basically a platform that connects various professionals. Now, for a graduate, you definitely need to have a LinkedIn, because it's an opportunity for you to meet other graduates and build your connections. If you don't have a LinkedIn yet, it's not too late. You can just download the app on your phone and start working on your profile right now. You might not necessarily get a lot of connections, but you can start with your classmates. Connect to everyone in your class. Let's say you are about 100 in the class. If you connect to all of them, you already have 100 connections. Again, the internships that you've done, if you decide to connect to the workers that were in that company, you can get about 10 connections from that. If you've done about 2 internships, you've gotten about 20, hypothetically speaking. You connect to your lectures, and little by little you build your connections. Again, your LinkedIn should also detail the experiences that you've had, your extracurricular activities, some certificates that you've gotten, because some companies may decide to use your LinkedIn profile to employ you or not. And how good your profile is may set you apart from another person who has applied for the same job, and you never know, you may be picked. Now, are you going to wait for the government to post you anywhere, or are you actually going to work on getting a particular company to work at? The first thing I would say is take advantage of your past internship. For instance, when you were in level 100, you worked at Nestle, you worked at Deloitte, you worked at Glyco. Contact them, reach out to them, see if they are willing to take you up for internships, or maybe they are picking some people. Ask them if you can also apply to be picked, because since they've already worked with you and they know you, you may have an upper hand than the other person, and you may end up getting a company that you've already worked at, as opposed to waiting for the government to push you at a place that you may not necessarily like. Again, several companies will put out flyers of training programs or opportunities that they would infuse with their NSS program. Now, this is going to be really good because you would have acquired some training and also done your service. So that's a really, really good thing. And these training programs are often rounded, and you get to go through several departments and learn a lot. So you definitely need to take advantage of these advertisements that will come out. Again, your University Careers and Counseling Center might put out several job opportunities for the students of your university. Take advantage of this, because maybe you haven't done an internship before, so you don't have any past organization that you can reach out to. So you can apply to these job opportunities that your university would offer to you. Like, take advantage of every single opportunity, because you never know which one will pick you. And it's okay to be rejected, really, because you're young, you're now starting, so it's really fine. You shouldn't let that put you down or anything. It's okay to be rejected, but definitely take advantage of the opportunities. I really wouldn't advise that you wait for the government to push you, because they may send you to another region, and that's going to be a whole lot, finding accommodation, all that. If you can influence where you would go, definitely try that. And if it doesn't work, then fine, you settle with what the government gives you, but at least know that you have worked and you have tried to get another organization before. So upon getting the job, get and read the contract. Don't wait to start going to work, and mostly there'll be a week of training or so. Don't wait for about 2 weeks before you see your contract and know which department you are going to, what you will be doing. Because for some people, the department they'll be going to may be a deal breaker. You may realize that, okay, no, for my career path, this department is not good for me. If that's the case, get the contract first. Know what you're in for. Know what department you're going to. Know whether you're being paid the normal amount or you're going to be paying more. Know all that. Know how many times you'll be going to work. See if it works for you. Know that before you start, because there's a deadline to change your postings. NSS has a deadline, and if you wait and later you see the contract, you realize, oh, it's not favorable, you have better options, but you can't go back because the deadline for changing your postings is over. So definitely get the contract. Know what you are going to do. Know what you are going to be expected of, what department you would be in, all that before you start. Okay, So definitely pay attention to the contract. Hard work. Now there's going to be several NSPs at this company, and maybe the company will decide to pick one person. What makes you stand out from the lot? What will make the company decide to employ you over the other person? What I'll say is that the company is definitely looking for unique people, looking for individuals who have impacted them, individuals who have actually helped the company meet their targets, meet their objectives. I would definitely advise that you are creative, you are different, like you stand out, you think out of the box, you work hard. Now, working hard does not necessarily mean it's going to be totally at your expense. You can work hard. Well, you definitely have to make some sacrifices, like maybe closing late, coming on the weekends and all that. But that's fine because you're looking at the long run. Maybe you want to be employed in that organization. Then you definitely need to do something that will set you apart from the lot. For instance, where I am right now, there's this guy who has really done a lot. He has, I would say he has impacted the company quite a lot. So if they are supposed to pick one person, I'm sure we would all agree that maybe he qualifies to be picked than others because he's that good and he has really impacted the company. Not that the others haven't, they have, but obviously they'll be looking at the person who stands out from the lot. So if you want to be in the organization, you want to stay there, definitely stand out, definitely sacrifice, definitely put in your utmost, like work hard, because that's going to really impact you. Again, through the hard work, you make connections, you get to know these managers. You never know which opportunities that they may get or they may see and then recommend it to you. So definitely work hard because they are definitely watching you. Don't get too comfortable, work hard. Every company has their culture, like they have their way of life. For instance, in some companies, they dress official. So if you come there that you are coming to work, you can't say that you are going to dress a particular way. You need to conform to that culture. Some companies may have a casual look, a business casual look, and you can conform to that too. There may be two companies in the same industry, but they may have very different cultures. Now you need to conform with your company culture because that's what's going to actually help you fit in. Again, I'm not saying lose your personality, lose who you are or anything, but you need to respect the company's culture. You need to realize that yes, you have your personality, you have who you are, but there's a company where you can't just stand and then be shouting and talking to someone. That would make you look very different and like not really professional. So look at the company you are in, look at what is acceptable, look at the standards that they've set and make sure that you are working towards that. Before, when you get into an organization, they're going to tell you, okay, these are our expectations, these are our no-nos, we don't do this, we don't do that. Respect that and conform to that culture. I'm going to end by saying that there are several places that you can find opportunities. Your school, careers and counseling center. I'll definitely advise that you continue being logged onto your school mails because there are so many mails that keep coming in even after school for job opportunities, and you definitely should keep logged on. There are apps like Glassdoor that recommends various job opportunities and you can take advantage of that. There's LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great way to connect professionals. Maybe someone in another company may see your profile, your experiences, and the fact that you've acquired several certificates, and they may decide to pick you. So definitely take advantage of these platforms, and you may find a great organization to work in. Thank you so much for watching the video to the end. I really appreciate it. And kindly share with your other NSS colleagues or your other university students who are now about to do their NSS. If you guys have any questions, you can put it down in the comment section and I'll definitely reply it. If you want me to do a video on writing a good CV, I will do that too. Any questions you have, put it in the comment section and I'll definitely reply to all of your concerns. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and share with your friends. Thank you. Bye.